bond unbroken yet torn apart. Two souls once fused, now lost in the dark. The silence grows where we once stood, a dream now shattered, misunderstood. A heartbeat fades, the world stands still. The echo lingers, but time won't heal. In the womb of silence, I wait, I yearn for a voice I've lost, a flame that burns through the endless night. I call your name, but the void remains, a silent claim. A shadow falls where light once shone, a half of me forever gone. They say you're free, but I still grieve. In whispers soft, I can't believe. Two worlds apart, yet still I hear the fading sound of you so near. In the womb of silence, I wait, I yearn for a voice I've lost, a flame that burns through the endless night. I call your name, but the void remains, a silent claim. The silence whispers, but nothing speaks. A place of sorrow where darkness peaks. I search for answers, but none appear. The silence deepens, the end is near. In this room of silence, I stand alone, a soul divided, a heart turned to stone. The silence lingers, I can't escape. The womb of silence, my only fate. That once guided now fall away. Voices fade into the hum of the world. I reach for something, their warmth, their reason, but the air offers nothing. What do you do when the earth beneath you shifts? When love turns to weight and the weight pulls you under? It wasn't love, it was distance. a parting word that wasn't even spoken. A hollow cry, not from them, but from me. A sound I didn't know I could make. It rings, lingers, but no one answers. Two faces in the mirror. One is theirs, one is mine, but neither is whole. I trace the lines they left behind, but they lead nowhere. In the space between love and nothingness, I found myself, or maybe I lost myself. The cry fades, but the void doesn't. I walk forward because I can't go back. A cry fades, but the void doesn't. I walk forward because I can't go back. A hollow cry, not from them, but from me. A sound I didn't know I could make. It rings, lingers, but no one answers. A hollow cry, born of loss, fed by time. A sound that cracks the sky. It fades, it bends, but never breaks. They planted us in poisoned soil, called it love, but left it to spoil. Two roots severed. How long can they stand? share a name, but nothing more. Kinship drowned on a distant shore. Familiar faces, unfamiliar ties. This is not a home, just a truth in disguise. Ashes of kin, scattered and pale. A fragile bond, destined to fail. Roots entwined, but torn apart. Family's name, an empty heart. Each step divides, a line unseen, a bridge unbuilt where care had been. I search for warmth, but find the frost. This place a reminder of what I've lost. Familiar faces, unfamiliar ties. This is not a home, just a truth in disguise. Ashes of kin, scattered and pale. A fragile bond, destined to fail. Roots entwined, but torn apart. Family's name, an empty heart. Ashes of kin, scattered and pale. A fragile bond, destined to fail. Roots entwined, but torn apart. Family's name, an empty heart. I built a shrine from broken dreams, a fragile refuge stitched at the seams. Each whispered prayer turns into ash. Each hopeful step met with a crash. Walls I raised now crumble down. A fleeting peace that cannot be found. Frail sanctuary shattered and torn. No solace here, just scars reborn. A fleeting glimpse of what could be, but safety's a lie in this misery. I hear a crow's cry sharp through the night. A fleeting shadow steals my sight. Was it real or just my mind's cruel play? The weight of silence takes me away. Walls I raise now crumble down. A fleeting peace that cannot be found. Frail sanctuary shattered and torn. No solace here, just scars reborn. A fleeting glimpse of what could be, but safety's a lie in this misery. The cracks grow wider, the cold seeps in. Their voices cut deeper beneath my skin. Two hands reaching but never whole. A fractured mind, a divided soul. just the weight of sin. I close my eyes, hear the crows cry, and whisper the lie, I will survive. Frail sanctuary, shattered and torn, no solace here, just scars reborn. A fleeting glimpse of what could be, but safety's a lie in this misery. Cut deeper beneath my skin. Two hands reaching but never whole. A fractured mind, a divided soul. Bound by threads I cannot sever, a weight that pulls me down forever. Two voices whisper, one truth, one lie. A tangled web where I can't untie. Every link, a scar to show. Every bond, a place I'll never go. Chains of the bloodline tightening fast. A prison of love, a shadowed past. Roots that hold and hands that sting. Family song, a cage we sing. I hear a voice that isn't there. A phantom touch, a vacant stare. Two figures moving inside my mind. A fractured self, a tie that binds. Every link, a scar to show. Every bond, a place I'll never go. Chains of the bloodline tightening fast. A prison of love, a shadowed past. Roots that hold and hands that sting. Family song, a cage we sing. Pull me close, then push away. Torn in two, I cannot stay. I am whole, or so I plead, but cracks reveal what's underneath. under my gaze. A landscape of fractures and secrets. My hand reaches out, it recoils like flesh rejecting its twin. The mirror breathes, it whispers truths I am too afraid to face. What I see is not what I am, but it might be what I will become. The mirror shifts, it shows a form I barely recognize. What stands back isn't who I was, but a shadow of who I'm meant to be. A voice rises, soft and cold. It calls my name but speaks in riddles. The edges blur and I lose sight of where I end and it begins. Two figures stand, each a distortion of the other. One steps forward, the other dissolves. I don't know which one I am. The mirror breathes, it whispers truths I am too afraid to face. What I see is not what I am, but it might be what I will become. The mirror shifts, it shows a form I barely recognize. What stands back isn't who I was, but a shadow of who I'm meant to be. The mirror doesn't lie, it distorts until the lie becomes the truth. I am whole, it tells me, but whole can be broken too. The mirror breathes, it whispers truths I am too afraid to face. What I see is not what I am, but it might be what I will become. The mirror shifts, it shows a form I barely recognize. What stands back isn't who I was, but a shadow of who I'm meant to be. The mirror breathes. The mirror doesn't lie. The walls are closing, suffocating. Their voices echo like chains on my skin. This house reeks of betrayal, a tomb for the living, built by kin. Two faces haunt me, one with a sneer, the other a mask I used to hold dear. But I am not the child they left behind. I am the fire, the severed line. Flames rise, consuming all, burning the roots that once held me down. No salvation, no forgiveness, only ashes, and I am whole. They carved their truths into my flesh, etched lies where love should have been. The world outside is no less cruel, a mirror of the torment within. Do I torch this cage or let its shadows define me? Two paths diverge and both feel wrong, a choice between ruin and release. Flames rise, consuming all, burning the bridges to my own name. No into hollow cries. No absolution, no retreat, only the blaze beneath my feet. Infernos rise and all must fall, shadows consumed by the fire's call. No redemption, no reprieve, only ruin, and I believe. Flames rise, consuming all, burning the roots that once held me down. No salvation, no forgiveness, only ashes, and I am whole. Flames rise, consuming all, burning the bridges to my own name. No salvation, no redemption, only ashes, and I remain. Flames rise, consuming all, burning the bridges to my own name. No salvation, no. I stood at the edge of time, where memories fade but never die. Your laughter a phantom echo, but is it yours or truly mine? Two lives severed, one remains, bound by love and yet by pain. I see your face within my own, or is it me who's truly gone? This is my eulogy for two, a requiem for me and you. I am whole though torn apart, a mirrored cry from a fractured heart. The years have eroded your face, yet in my mind you take my place. I chase your steps in every dream, but I'm the one lost in the stream. If I could rewrite the stars, I'd tear them down and start anew. But who would rise and who would fade? Am I you or just a shade? This is my eulogy for two, a hymn for the life we both once knew. I am whole though fractured in two. You silence the voice I'm singing through. Outward fingers grasping nothing but air. The void whispers promises of release, its breath cold, unyielding, a silent pull I cannot resist. To pass before me, neither clear, neither kind. A shadow splits my mind in two, one voice screams, the other weeps. I reach for the one who isn't there and find only the weight of myself. Every step toward the edge feels like surrender, but turning back tastes like cowardice. The abyss does does not judge, it does not care if I am whole or fractured, alive or forgotten. It simply waits, infinite, patient. Do I fall or do I fly? Do I break apart or become what I fear? The answer shifts like smoke, a reflection I cannot meet. The echoes of my brother call me forward, but his voice twists, distorts. Is it him or the void, or the part of me that wants to let go? I stand on the edge and the world behind me burns. The darkness ahead is vast, but I wonder if it might be mine to command. For a moment I feel whole, and then I leap. For a moment I feel whole, and then I leap, and then leap. From the hollow earth beneath my feet, the embers whisper stories incomplete. Flames devour what was left behind. Yet in the smoke, a new thread entwined. Two paths stretch wide, a rift in the sea. One a nightmare, one a fragile dream. From ashes I am born again, but am I the fire or the rain? Whole or fractured, I cannot say. I walk the edge of night and day. Fragments of me drift in the haze. A mirror's cast a labyrinth maze. The echoes of a brother's voice fuel my doubt and shape my choice. The severed veil parts once more, revealing truths I can't ignore. A phoenix rises, or does it fall? In the silence I hear it all. From ashes I am born again, but am I the fire or the rain? Whole or fractured, I cannot say. I walk the edge of night and day. Two shadows merge, one fades away. In the dying light of yesterday, I am whole, the words now clear. In ash and flame, I disappear. do. And now it all becomes clearer when I'm looking in the mirror. I am he and he is me. Together we're bound, I'll never be free. When I was daily with you in the temple, you stretched forth no hands against me. But this is your hour, and the power of darkness. Sing with me. The Crowman, what does he want from me? Or am I the only one who does believe in him? The Crowman, the nightmare which comes true. The dark side awakes in me. No matter what comes, I have to subdue. The Crowman whispers in the night. His shadow's haunting me, pulling me into the fight. The Crowman, a nightmare comes alive. In the dark I face my fear. No matter what, I strive to survive.